Good morning. I apologize in advance for how I sound. I tried to wait to do this video until my voice was a little more back to normal, but it's the last day of the month and I promised that I would get a video out with more details about the challenge that starts tomorrow. And I'd love to make this a monthly thing, so I'd love feedback on what you like, what you don't like, what we could do in July, and so on. So I'm going to break it down by the 3 different areas where we're setting goals and my examples of the goals I'm setting, just to kind of give you a point of reference. And then from there, if you decide that you'd like to join the challenge, you don't have to be a member. It's just us supporting each other in our goals. I've got the June challenge pinned to the top of the page. So the first part of it is the exercise, and it's just to bring more movement into your life. So if right now you're not doing anything, then I do not suggest that you do the type of goals I'm doing, which I'll explain in a minute. I would suggest that you start with 5 to 15 minutes of movement per day. And either if you have trouble with adherence, you have to ask yourself which way will work better for you. Maybe setting the goal of moving every single day for 5 minutes. That will help to create a new habit, new neural pathways. Or maybe you do a goal for the whole month. So you might multiply 10 minutes times 30 days in the month, and you do 300 minutes of any kind of movement. So you just have to figure out what's going to work for you. But if you know that you're an all or nothing person, then don't set the goal of every single day, because then on day 3 you skip it and then you're done for the month. So you have to figure out what works for you. So my goal with creating more movement in my life is the goal of having my heart rate over 80% for 600 minutes for the month of June. And that works good for me because I am an all or nothing person, so I don't want to have the daily goal of having to do 20 minutes a day or whatever, because then I'll skip one day and I'll be done. So it's 600 minutes for the month. And then the second goal is water. You're either drinking 100 ounces or half your weight in ounces in water. So say that, okay, for instance, I'm right around 150 pounds. So ordinarily, I would set the goal of 75 ounces, which is half of my weight in ounces. But since I'm planning on doing so much higher intensity activity this month, my goal is going to be the 100 ounces. So say you're 210 pounds, then half of that would be 105, but you're topping out at 100 ounces. So, and what I like to do with my water goals to help keep me on track is I've got a big 40-ounce container that I fill with water at the beginning of the day, and then I've got a couple small water bottles that I fill, and that just helps me keep track of my water for the day. And then my son can tell you, he'll say, "Can I have a sip of your water?" Like, "No, sorry, I've got it measured out." So yeah, and water's so important. It's important to help fuel us and purify us. It can help prevent false food cravings. So it really is so important. And then the last one is almost like a wild card, like something that you know in your life is a hindrance towards your health and fitness goals. And that can be anything. For some of us, I actually contemplated mine being less time on my phone, because it's definitely a distraction that I feel like I need to get on my phone constantly and check my email and check my social media and just check everything. And I know it sucks a lot of time and it kind of pulls me out of my day. But instead, my goal for this month is to cut out all sugars and artificial sweeteners, because confession time, I have found myself once again addicted to 0-calorie energy drinks. It's something I am not proud of. I like to appear this picture of perfection if I actually was, but because I'm not, I'm very honest with my clients and I tell them, I am so not perfect. I am a work in progress. I'm just learning more and more tools of how I can control myself and keep myself in line. So, and this challenge, it's for selfish reasons too. It's going to help me, and hopefully I can help you in the process. So I'm cutting out artificial sweeteners and sugars, and then also wheat. I have lots of strong opinions about wheat that I won't go into, but here's what I will say is that I know from a food intolerance test that I took with a functional medicine doctor that wheat is not good for me. And not only is it not good for me, do I know it's not good for my digestive system, it also creates all kinds of cravings, all kinds of food cravings when I eat it. So I try and never eat wheat, but I've definitely drifted away and I find myself eating wheat. So definitely eliminating the sweetener option and the wheat option is going to automatically eliminate almost every food that I've been eating lately that I shouldn't. So that's going to be a big step for me. My only exception will be a little bit of stevia, especially in my electrolyte drinks for when I'm doing my high intensity rides. So I really hope that you guys will jump on the June challenge, and if you haven't already listed out your goals, go ahead and list them out. And then as we go through the month, you can post your updates under the comments, reach out for help to your peers, reach out to for help with me. Whatever I can do, I want to help you succeed, and in the process, it helps keep me in line. So hopefully this will turn out good for all of us. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.